Greetings, fellow travelers. Settle in as we embark on a new adventure, this time exploring the top 10 beautiful cities and nature that Poland has to offer. Let's get going on this amazing trip because you don't want to miss this. Number 1. Krakow. Embrace the charm of the old town. We start off in Krakow, as it often gets dubbed the cultural capital of Poland. This vibrant city is the perfect mixture of rich history and modern flair, which you'll notice as you walk through the charming streets. The Old Town is the heart of the city, and as the city was spared during the Second World War, you will find a beautiful blend of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture. There is plenty to do in this wonderful town, and we highly recommend visiting the Market Square, Rynek Główny, which is the centerpiece, pulsating with life. Here you can admire the stunning St. Mary's Basilica, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, and take a stroll through Cloth Hall, a historic marketplace where you can find the best Polish handicrafts and souvenirs. If you want to take a little break from all the sightseeing, we suggest visiting one of the many food trucks. A real joy if you're a foodie like us, as you'll find many regional, national, and international delicacies. Close to Old Town, you'll find the trendy Dworek Street Food Park. But it is worth venturing further out and heading for Hala Targowa, a cozy outdoor market, or to Plac Nowy in the district of Kazimierz, known as the Old Jewish Quarter. Number 2. Warsaw, where history meets modernity. As we move on, it's time to head to Warsaw, the actual capital of Poland. This city has captivated our hearts, and we are sure you'll love it too. Many visitors opt to explore the city by public transport or by foot, but we urge you not to overlook the public bikes. They are easy to rent, pretty cheap, and allow you to zoom from one historic landmark to the next. If you really want to go for it, we'd suggest booking a guided bike tour. That way you're sure not to miss a single thing. If you're in a bit of a time crunch but want to visit at least 1 or 2 museums, we suggest visiting the Warsaw Uprising Museum and the Polin Museum of the History of Polish Jews. These museums vividly narrate the story of Poland's struggle for independence and the resilience of its people. If, however, you want to explore the more modern side of Warsaw, then visiting the district of Praga should definitely be on your list. Here you'll get a real feel of what the modern metropolis has to offer, as this once gritty and industrial district has transformed into a hub of creativity and artistic expression. You'll find many quirky cafes, fabulous shops, street art adorning the walls, and a vibrant music scene. Number 3. Tatra Mountains, nature's majestic canvas. It is time to head out of the city and explore Poland's breathtaking nature. We're making our way to the southern part of Poland, where we'll find the Tatra Mountains on the border with Slovakia. Whether you are a nature enthusiast or not, even a real skeptic will be in awe once they see the pristine wilderness here. In Tatra National Park, you'll find a diverse range of landscapes full of lush valleys, tranquil lakes, and rugged mountain peaks. If you want to take on a bit of a challenge, you could hike to the summit of Rysy, which is officially the highest peak in Poland. But the fun does not end there. In winter, the Tatras transform into a wonderland for skiing and snowboarding, attracting adrenaline seekers from around the globe. Not so much of an adrenaline junkie, but looking for a more serene experience? Trek along the western trails of the Tatras and go hunting for hidden waterfalls such as Cyklawa. Number 4. Bielowice Forest Reserve, a wilderness unveiled. Don't take off those hiking shoes just yet, because we are heading to the Bielowice Forest Reserve. This is one of the last remnants of Europe's primeval forests, and therefore landed a spot on our personal bucket list. As you walk through this forest, between the ancient trees, an incredible feeling of serenity washes over you. It is hard to explain, but Bielowice is almost like a living museum. While you wander through diverse ecosystems in this forest, from dense woodlands to open meadows, you may encounter the European bison, the largest land mammal in Europe, roaming freely in their natural habitat. Many birdwatchers flock to this forest because there is such a wide variety of bird species that call this beautiful place their home, including the rare European roller and the white-tailed eagle. Number 5. Gdansk, maritime marvels and timeless elegance. From the mountains, we travel to a maritime jewel on the Baltic coast, Gdansk, a historical town with its roots stretching back to the 10th century. This quaint little town has a beautiful square where you'll find the iconic Long Market, with at its center the Neptune Fountain, a symbol of the city's maritime heritage. Of course, there is a lot of history to discover in this wonderful town, but if you want to get away from the tourists in the main part of the city, we suggest you visit Hala Tagova Market. Grab a coffee and a pastry and watch the locals do their daily shopping in this fantastic market. Still feeling peckish? Wander along the canal and grab some pierogies, which you can then wash away with a beer on Dluga Street. Number 6. Zalipe Village, a kaleidoscope of folk art. In the heartland of Poland lies Zalipe Village, a hidden gem that offers a glimpse into the artistic soul of the country. This village has its own special tradition of painting vibrant floral patterns on every available surface, which dates back to the early 20th century. It began as a way to cover up soot marks on the walls of houses, but it evolved into a unique form of folk art. As you wander through Zalipe, you'll find the colors adorning the houses, barns, and even dog kennels. Each painting tells a story, a tradition passed down through generations. If you're feeling inspired, you could decide to join a workshop guided by local artisans who will share the secrets of the distinctive floral motifs. Number 7. Isle of Usedom, coastal bliss and seaside serenity. Looking for a blissful beach holiday? Although Poland might be the last thing that comes to mind, it is actually a good call, especially if you visit the Isle of Usedom. This hidden treasure in the Baltic Sea is a haven of tranquility with its white sandy beaches stretching for miles. On the island, you will find 3 types of visitors: those who want to get pampered in the spas, the ones who want to venture out into nature, or culture vultures interested in historic city tours. Number 8. Wielica Salt Mine, unveiling Earth's subterranean beauty. For our next stop, we're taking you to yet another incredible place in Poland, the Wielica Salt Mine. Although this might not sound that spectacular, we promise you it is. Extending through 9 levels and going 327 meters deep, the Wielica Salt Mine is the only site in the world where mining has been ongoing since the Middle Ages. However, it is more than just a salt mine because, believe it or not, it is an entire city carved from salt, with a chapel, bas-relief wall carvings, and even a restaurant and a museum. You'll even find chandeliers made entirely from salt crystals. Number 9. Poznan, a quirky little stop. If you are looking to do something a little bit more quirky, then we have just the thing for you. Travel down to Poznan and visit the St. Martin's Croissant Museum. Why, you may ask? Well, this exquisite traditional Polish treat is a legally protected cultural delicacy. It gets folded exactly 81 times into the shape of a horseshoe. Sure, it might seem odd and has a savory yet sweet flavor. Visitors of the museum partake in an interactive baking process where they learn about the history of St. Martin, Poznan, and the famous croissants. Of course, you will get to try the delicious pastry, but besides that, you will receive a certificate that allows you to legally bake the protected croissants yourself. Number 10. Malbork Castle, a medieval architectural masterpiece. Our adventure concludes at Malbork Castle, a true architectural masterpiece and the largest castle in the world, constructed by the Teutonic Order in the 13th century. Step through the fortified gates and into a world of Gothic elegance. The castle's massive red brick walls, intricate carvings, and soaring towers transport you back to the days of knights and nobility. To fully appreciate the castle's grandeur, join a guided tour that unravels the secrets of this ancient fortress. As we conclude this trip through Poland, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more travel videos like this. Thank you for watching, and until next time.